Hello friends, SentinalH here, and welcome back to Frostpunk. So, in the previous two episodes, we've established our little city. We have our beacon, which allows us to come out into the Frostlands and see what's about. So we've got these little nodes that we can send scouts to in order to investigate. It looks like there's some survivors from our expedition, and that's what's going on here. So up here in the corner I've got a button. It lets me go to the beacon, and I need 40 wood and 5 workers in order to create the scout. So scouts do sort of cost, they take people out of your city, so you gotta be careful. Making too many scouts would be a bad thing. It's gonna take 11 hours for him to get there, so we're gonna send him out. Darn it, we've got gravely ill. Well, at least we've signed our treatment. I don't know. I can still do the care house here too. No, we don't want to do that. So we have some gravely ill people. Let's go ahead. We can't do this for 13 more hours. I basically need to hope that these gravely ill people don't die. Wait, they're going on an expedition. These two people are part of these two gravely ill people are part of the scout expedition. Okay, I guess I don't have to worry about them dying, because I don't think that scouts can die while they're out there. That's really weird. Okay, so we have, it's negative 40 degrees. We've got our gathering post over there, a gathering post over here. I really wish both of those could be in range of the gathering post. And we've got people just gathering from wood crates. It's not a good idea. Whatever. We just need to fast forward, because it's currently free time, so nobody's actually doing any work. We've got these, I should show you that. Wait, do we have a medical post? It's been a few days. There we go. We got one, yeah. It's full of people. These people are terminally ill, which is a problem. They're being treated because of our radical treatment doctrine. Hopefully they will not become amputees. That would be bad for us right now. I feel like I've made a few mistakes so far. What are we researching? We're going to be researching the sawmill. One thing I've learned about this game is that if you start a research, you have the option to abort, but don't do it. Because I don't think you get the resources back that you paid to start that research if you do that. I think you're just out them. That's really bad. Alright, we only have one grave person now. It looks like we've successfully treated their grave illness. It's because it's too cold. We can't have people just gathering at these little wood crates without a gathering post. It's too cold for that. Okay, that's maxed out. There we go.
The work shift starts.
Yeah, but people are sick, so they're not actually working, which is a bit of a problem. It's gonna get warm again, though. It's gonna warm up. Let's go ahead and kick this generator into overdrive, which is going to warm up the houses so that they're not so cold. That's going to help people to not get sick. I don't have enough wood for that. We have this child shelter, but we don't need another child shelter. We have enough for them. 120% efficiency in the workshop. That's what I like to see. So there's no gatherable resources over here. This gathering post is obsolete. So we can dismantle it. Dismantling things is quite good. You get almost all of the resources back. And there are a number of buildings that are meant to be dismantled. Like, they will become obsolete because of their location. Like, the resources that they're gathering go away. There we go. Book of Laws. I want this, but we don't need this really because we have radical treatment, so we're actually treating people. But we will need it if we get anyone being an amputee. I hope nobody dies. I don't expect them to die. What I really want to do is enable soup. So we're going to switch to soup. People aren't going to like it as much, but it doesn't matter. The discontent... I hate soup. All my life it's been thin gruel and empty promises. From John Sinclair. He hates soup. I like soup. Well, the soup that they're eating is not like good soup. It's thin gruel, basically. So I can understand his discontent of the soup. I need more wood, but that's why we've got the sawmill researched. We just need the wood to actually build it. Okay, so we will put 10 people in there. We have enough food to supply. Okay, so the economy tab is really nice. It shows you all the information that you really need to figure this out. So for coal, it's telling us how much we're gaining and how much we're consuming. As long as there's this needle is higher than this needle, it means we're gaining coal. And this is green. If this needle falls short of that needle, it means we're losing coal per day, and this will turn red. It tells us exactly how much everything is costing. This is not good. I don't think the heaters aren't as good as I would think that they were. They're not really that great. We're not producing enough food. We need to produce more food. We're not gaining enough. I need to build another hunter's hut or something. 4 untreated citizens with 5 in treatment. See, we kind of need another medical post. Everyone's in a house, and there aren't any vacant beds. We're currently gaining 48 wood a day and 33 steel, so quite nice. We're gonna fast forward a bit until we have the wood that we need, because we need to research the steam hub. Should have researched that before the heaters, I think. The generator's stress level is becoming critical. That's what this is telling you. Oh, we've got a first amputee. As a result, the person won't be able to work. Consider signing the care house or prosthetics law. Yeah, but I can't do it yet. I will sign the care house law. So basically, he's just going to stay at home, unable to work now that he's an amputee. Later in the game, we'll be able to make prosthetic limbs, steam-powered prosthetic limbs, in order to, I assume steam-powered anyway, awesome steampunk limbs, in order to get them back to work, because work is important. Okay, we're going to just turn that off. Now people are cold at home because their houses are chilly, because they're just living in tents, and tents aren't very good. It's actually an achievement. I was looking through the achievements. There's... Oh, crap. How long has this guy been waiting? I never noticed. Dang it. Wasting time. Time is something that you don't have a lot of, and wasting it is bad, so that was really bad. I don't know how long he was sitting there waiting, but if he was waiting for any considerable length of time, that was a bad thing. When I look back at the footage, I'm going to kick myself if he was waiting very long. New law. I need the care house, but before that, I need the emergency shift. The emergency shift lets you... Yeah, they don't like that. There we go. It's warming up. Yeah. I like that. Okay, 24 hours on the job, insane. Preposterous, trying to murder people to death. That's actually a thing. If you have people Whenever you use the emergency shift, there is a chance that somebody will die.
Get moving.
Wait a second. Is everybody absent? Oh, it's just because I don't have... Okay, the scouts returned. He brought people back. Now he can go out again. I don't want to go to the gloomy cave. I want to go to the sturdy shelter. I don't like the gloomy cave. Sounds bad. We now have 36 homeless people. We are gathering wood. Here's the rest of our expedition. Or at least more people from our expedition. I don't know if it's the rest of them, but there's more people here. Check it out. People from our convoy. It's heartwarming to see families reunited after so many hardships, but shouldn't there be other settlements nearby? The first expeditions left London long ago. They ought to be well established by now. They'll surely help us find our footing. So, yeah. So these generators... So I'm trying to figure out the lore of this game. One of the people is facing death, but he's still refusing amputation. He keeps screaming he doesn't want anyone to touch his leg, and he won't change his mind, even though gangrene will kill him in a matter of hours. I can't let him die. People are your most... This is interesting. Radical treatment was... Wow, 3 amputees. Yeah, radical treatment was probably... well, it was pretty radical. So... They want us to find another settlement. So the lore of this game is that when people discovered, when they learned that what was going on, if I get this, if I have this correct, when they figured out what was happening, like with I need the sawmill, because we have no flippin' wood. When people figured out what was going on, like with the winter, put it right there. Then they sent out all these no, we're gonna put that. They sent out the expeditions that built the generators, right? So the generators were built a long time ago. Wow. Yeah, we need more food as well. But I can't get more food without more wood. You go there and work. You work in the sawmill. It's chilly. It's fine. It's chilly. It's okay. I'm turning these heaters off. It can be chilly. No, you can be chilly in there. You don't need it that warm. These are always warm because... There we go. Wait, almost. Bang! Steam hubs. These things are great. So a steam hub acts like a miniature version of the generator. It heats up the area inside the orange circle to the same level that you have the generator set to. So, and you place it on top of the roads, which is really cool. So I want to place this like right there. I want to make a housing district. Like, I want to make an area that, yeah, so I'm going to plot this out. Now the thing is, when you're plotting out buildings, from what I've figured out, it doesn't, you don't have to worry about losing resources. As long as these things don't start construction, then if you cancel it, see, if I cancel it at 0, I get all the resources back. So I don't have to worry about like losing resources by doing that. We need, we need this. Hunter's gear is one of the best upgrades because it instantly increases the effectiveness of the hunter's huts. Now you have to have unemployed people if you want any buildings to get built during work time. Thankfully we have, well, maybe not thankfully, but we have plenty of unemployed people. We'll start constructing tents. These tents aren't going to be heated at the moment, but once that steam hub gets built, they'll be heated. And watch this.
Gather your tools.
Oh, it's so cool.
Shift
Look at that.
starting.
Look at it melt the snow. I like that a lot. I'll provide some shelter. I can't guarantee it for everybody, but I'll provide it for some people. So this should be... Wait, is that even in range? Oh, you gotta be kidding. It's not in range? I still have to figure out what the effective... Oh, wow. So this house is not in range of this heat steam hub, so that's a problem. You can tell if the building's in range because the steam hub turns white. Okay, I need to build 3, and then I'm gonna have to deconstruct this, and we're gonna put something else there that doesn't need to be heated. Steam hubs have settings for a workday or 24 hours. So it'll automatically turn it off when you don't need it. So when people are living, when you use a steam hub to heat up a living area, then you want to do 24 hours. But if you're heating a work site, okay, we need wood. So let's heat this up and do a 24-hour emergency shift. Yeah, see, people really hate emergency shifts. Emergency shifts give you a ton of discontent. Look at that. That's a lot of discontent. Shelter promise fulfilled, but we're going to do one better, and we're going to do that. People are living here. People are living in all of them, so we're going to need another one if we really want to put that there. Build a road over there. Once that's built, then we can demolish that other one. Let us build another hunter's hut once we get the wood. There we go, hunter's hut. Build it. Build it. Hunter's huts are interesting. They give you your food in like a big burst. Oh, okay, there we go. Whoa, I still have heaters going? I should only have one heater running. 7. What am I heating? There aren't any heaters in these. That one's turned off. The only one that I'm heating should be the sawmill. Why does it say... Oh, I've got 7, but I'm only... Okay. I don't know what that means, actually. I should only be heating the one thing. Yeah, you can tell that these tents don't have heat because there's snow on it, so it's chilly. These ones are livable, so there's very little snow on them. I love those details in this game. The fact that you can tell just by looking at it. Okay, we can sign a law. And the law that we're going to sign is the extended shift. The extended shift is different than the emergency shift. People don't like that. It's different from the emergency shift. You can set the shift to 14 hours. So I can't do that here because it's still on the emergency shift. But what we can do is we can make people work for from 6 to 2000 instead of 18. So it adds 2 on each side, so they work 14 hours a day. I like to put my workshops. I'm putting my workshops on the extended shift because, well, we need research to get done. Now, hopefully these 2 hunters' huts are going to provide us with enough food for now. 14 untreated citizens. Holy cow. We need another medical post. And medical posts need to be heated, so we're going to place it in range of our steam hub. Build it. I have 50. The scouts have arrived at the sturdy shelter. Steam cores! And food. They're Discovered the steel bridge. The shelter is comfortable and well equipped with emergency supplies. There's a notice posted by the heavy round door to all scientists. If you use any supplies, remember to notify the quartermaster upon your return to the city. This means there's another city out there. Signpost by the trail points in 2 directions. London, 1,934 miles. Home, 27 miles. Somebody should go into like Google Maps and try and figure out where this is, because we know that they went north. And they're 1,934 miles from London. We know that they crossed the water. They took these giant like caterpillar crawler things and drove them across the ice. So I'd love to try and figure out like what area they're most likely in, based on temperature's going to drop in a couple of days, based on the distance from London. Okay, Hunter's Gear has researched. We have researched most of the top things. There's only 30 steel wreckage left on the map, so we need to get our own steel supply going. There is still plenty of coal on the map, so that I don't really need to set up coal production yet. We need to put engineers in here so they can start treating people. We have these amputees that we need to deal with. We're going to add a research, and we're going to research the steelworks. We're also going to go ahead and build ourselves another workshop, because more workshops are great. We have enough engineers to run it. Additional workshops don't double the research. Every additional workshop you build, and we're going on 20. Now, when you have overtime work going on, it adds a permanent discontent boost that will not go down. The temporary modifier there will eventually decay, and they'll stop being upset about that emergency shift, but they're never going to stop being upset about that overtime work until I turn it off. But as soon as I turn it off, the discontent will go away. And that's, honestly, I don't feel like discontent is really that difficult to manage. How much wood are we gaining? 232 per day. That should be enough for building the things that I want to build. There's 4 children not in child shelters. If you have every child in a child shelter, it gives you a hope boost. I don't need another one yet. It's good for 15 kids. Okay, so that gathering post no longer has any resources, so we're going to dismantle it. The work crews that are already working there should do that. And we're going to set up another gathering post as close to the city as we can get it. Oh! Ah, you gotta be kidding! Look at that. Ah, that's so bad. This steam hub is so close to being able to heat this gathering post, but it's not, because if I put it in range, it doesn't get the second coal spot. Ah, that's terrible. Oh well. They'll be fine. Famous last words, right? What I want to do is I want to change. I want to get rid of these rows. I don't know. I need to figure out some optimal building strats. I need to figure out optimal building placements for this game, that's something that I haven't done. The steelworks has been researched. We will now construct it. Steelworks need to be built on these iron deposits. You can put 2 of them on each iron deposit. So we're going to put 1 here. It's going to destroy some of these trees, but honestly, we don't need those trees. And we're going to build a road out to here. Yeah, we're not gaining any coal at the moment because they're not working this because it's not built yet. But once it's built, it'll be fine. Slow down. So that guy brought back our stuff, which is awesome. Now we're going to send him to the steel bridge. You have to kind of figure out whether you want your scouts to keep going or whether you want them to come back and bring you the stuff they found. They always come back quicker than they went out. Anytime they're traveling back to the city, storage is near capacity for wood. Okay. So we need to spend this wood down. Honestly, how many engineers do I have? I got 4. Probably one of them's an amputee. He doesn't tell me what social class he is. Oh, there he is. Yep, he's one of my engineers. Dang it. Alright. See, the thing is, we have to get the factory before we can make prosthetics. It's a bit of a long way down. We're going to research. We're going to spend some of our wood. We're going to research drawing board. Well, we're researching the drawing boards so that we can access level 1 tech, which is going to allow us to upgrade our generator, which is great. We're going to need to build this resource depot. What I want to do is deconstruct this house. You see that there's no residents here? Because there's enough housing that's warmer than this, they will automatically move out of the colder houses and move into the warmer ones. So they automatically moved out of that one because it wasn't in range of the Steam Hub, which is great. Now we have the Book of Laws up again, and we can sign something. I should probably sign one of these, but no one's died yet, and hopefully they won't. So we aren't going to do that yet. Instead, we're going to do the fighting arena, because that will lower the discontent.
A new law has passed.
And we need to locate this near houses. So we can actually put it right here in this spot that we just cleared, because the fighting arena doesn't have to be that warm. Because people don't actually work here. It just has to be near their house. As long as their house is in range of oh, somebody died. Dang it. Darn it, an amputee killed himself. I don't want to be a burden. I can't sign prosthetics within 5 days. Can I? I can. I can sign prosthetics in 5 days. I won't be able to build any. I can't do that. Okay, so that's a problem. Yeah, that's the thing. When you have amputees, they'll sometimes kill themselves, which is really stupid because we can obviously we can help them out. 1 day, 10 hours, we need to sign Care House, and then we can sign prosthetics. I don't understand the decisions that these people make sometimes, but, you know, I'm also not in this situation, and I haven't had my leg amputated, so who knows. I certainly don't. But it still feels to me like a weird thing to do. Spectators. The arena opens at 1900. People on normal work shifts are free to see to their needs. Yeah, the workshops are on the extended shift, so they are still working. Look at this. I love this game. It just looks great. Okay, we're gonna fast forward it. You can see that discontent is falling because the temporary modifier for the emergency shift is decaying. Plus, the people living near a fighting arena is helping to lower the discontent. An adult died, so hope went down. I wonder if children dying lowers the hope more. But because they're in care shelters, the only way a child could die right now is if they got frostbite, and I don't see that happening. That's one of the benefits of child shelters, I think, along with the obvious fact that they are helping to boost my research speed, which is awesome because time is a very, very valuable resource. I've already figured that out. How are we on food? Oh, we're still not quite making enough food. We got another hunter's hut? You could be kidding. I don't have enough people to run another hunter's hut. We'll have to just hope that they that it lasts long enough. We are eating soup. No one's in palliative care, which is good. because we have radical treatment, we get people out of palliative care quickly. Once that gathering post has finished exhausting its resources, we will build another hunter's hut. Okay, now we can do this. Generator range upgrade. More scouts. We can upgrade our sawmill. I've never built this. Charcoal kiln seems weird to me. Coal mines, which require steam cores, and a hothouse. Hothouses would be nice. The hothouse would solve our food problem. And the thing about steam cores is you can't make them. You can only find them in the Frostlands and expeditions. But anytime you build something that uses a steam core, if you dismantle that building, you get the steam core back. Steam cores, once you have them, they never go away. You can always dismantle whatever it is you did. You can always dismantle it in order to get your steam core back. Which means if you really discover that you really need it somewhere else, then you can always get it back by dismantling something. We need to build a resource depot. Well, we don't really need it. What I need to do is spend my freaking wood. That 24-hour shift got me a lot more wood than I thought it would. So what we're gonna do, there's nothing much that I want to build. I guess we'll just preemptively build another hunter's hut because we know we're gonna have them working one. See, now it's full, so now this isn't gonna run anymore. Well, one thing we can do is take everybody out of this and put them over here. The thing about the game is that even though it's going to take these people a while to walk over there, it's really just a visual. As far from what I understand, as soon as you allocate the people, the resources start coming in, because if they actually had to walk all the way over there before they started making anything, that would be a little ridiculous, I think. Okay, we are going to build another resource depot because this is ridiculous. Resource depots, you can stick them anywhere. They don't need to be... so now here's something that I kind of wish wasn't the way the game worked. As soon as you upgrade the generator, it automatically activates that second... automatically activates the upgrade. I don't think it should do that, because that could cause you, if you don't notice, then that could seriously cause you to lose resources. And now that we've upgraded the range, there's these little... I don't think these wires were here before, extending outwards. And they extend outwards just about to the edge of the heat zone. So I don't know that these wires were here before. They look kind of cool. So now this area is heated as well. So any buildings we build in here will be heated by the generator, which is great. If we look at our coal consumption, we can see that, ooh, we're not producing nearly enough. So we need to go ahead and turn that down, which is, again, the reason why I think that they should change that. Wow, coal gain is not where it should be. Oh, it's because 4 of the people that are supposed to be working here are in treatment. Dang it, you jerks. Things aren't going well. Alright, it's fine. We can deal with this, I think. Yeah, I can deal with this. We need to speed up our medical posts. They do not heal people quickly enough. We need you to finish. Oh, come on. There's only 1 left. I need them to get rid of it, because until that goes away, this is bad. We're consuming too much coal. We are now researching that, so that's good. Is this on? No, this should be on an extended shift. If that's the case. There we go. The extended shift got it. This, you need to tell the game what you want the thing to store. So we're going to store wood for now. So each resource depot can store either like a bunch of coal. Oh! A brass plaque on the bridge of Tower Reach, built by the people of Winterhome in 1887. The bridge is kept completely snow-free by a working automaton. Ugh, look at that. We stopped at the edge of a deep, wide ravine, marveling at the steel bridge spanning it, even more so at the huge automaton sweeping snow from the roadway. It would be possible to send the machine back to our city or disassemble it for resources. So if we send it to the city, we get an automaton. If we dismantle it, we get 86 steel and 2 steam cores. Now here's the thing. When you get the factory, you can start building these, and they only require 1 steam core to build. So if we dismantle it, we get 2 steam cores, which means later in the game we could get 2 automatons, which is cool. If we send it to the city and dismantle it there, we only get 1 steam core. So this is a chance to get an extra steam core. But I want... It's a giant robot. I want it. It's going to take a day and 18 hours to get to our city. But we have an automaton on the way. Look at this guy. Time to reach our city, 2 days. We can't escort it to the city. But look at that thing. It's a giant 4-legged walking robot. And it's coming to our city, man. We are going to have a steampunk robot. Fantastic. Well, that's going to be it for this. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for future episodes. I love Frostpunk, if you can't tell. I really love this game. So I really hope that you like it too. I really want the game to do well on the channel because I want to keep making videos about it to show you this. It's really... The game just, for me... We need to send guys over there. Is really engaging, and I really like the interplay of the various systems. I like the hope and discontent thing, although I think discontent is a little easy to manage. But the thing about this game is that it has difficulty levels, so if we wanted to, I could crank up the difficulty and give that a shot. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Join us in the Discord if you'd like to chat, especially if you'd like to chat about Frostpunk, because I love talking about it. And yeah. I'm SentinalH, and I'm signing out.